Hi, this is Scott Helfrey with BSC's Instructional Technology Center, and in this video I would like to cover how to add announcements to your eCollege eCompanion shell. One caveat before we get started is that this session is going to assume that you've already covered at least the first video, which is how to log in. So assuming you've already logged into your shell, we're going to go in and we're going to say that this is our brand new shell. You can see towards the top are where the announcements would be. I can expand them all, but there are none here. You can see this link right here is an expand all link. There are none in my shell yet, so I'm going to go ahead and add one. So to do so, what I want to do is I want to click on the Author tab, which will take me into my author mode. And I'll see that towards the top of the page under announcements is an add announcement link. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to click that. Now that my editing window is opened up, I've got a subject line towards the top. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to type in a subject for mine. We'll just call it new announcement, if I can spell. And then I can shift down to the content editing window to actually type in the content of my announcement. And if you take a look above that, there's actually a toolbar that looks very similar to something that you might see in Microsoft Word or other word processing applications that allows you to control font color, pasting in like a drop in a background color, font styles, and sizes. And now you won't see like 11 point, 12 point, something that you might be accustomed to seeing in a word processing application. These point sizes 1 through 7 are actually sizes that are used in HTML code for web pages. So you pick the size. You know, this is an approximate size of what the font is going to be. But pick a size, you know, that simply works for you. We have bold, italicized, underlining. And then we also have justification or alignment. So we have from our left, center, right, and then of course a full justified. These are for indenting paragraphs, and then also for numerical lists or bulleted lists. And then if you want to add a horizontal ruler or a division between paragraphs perhaps, and strike through text. Then as we move up to the top row, these are some actual commands that wouldn't necessarily be used in the case of inputting text, but would allow you to print your document. That does a find and replace. Say you've got a lot of text. If you want to cut some text, if you want to paste or copy some text, this would be a paste command. And paste is plain text. The difference being, say there was some formatting to some text, and you had even a text document where there was something in bold or italicized text. You were copying it, and it was bold and italicized as you copied it, but you wanted it to be pasted plain. You would use this particular paste command. Then you have a paste for as HTML code. We're not going to get into actual code in this lection. But one I do want to touch on is paste from Word. What you would want to do is and I can't emphasize this enough, if you are to copy any text from Microsoft Word, it is also going to copy along with it formatting. And it'll be formatting that you will not necessarily be able to see. So it may be formatting as far as paragraph alignment or justification or spacing or line spacing or even font styles that may be applied to part or a whole of your document. If you paste content into this editing window from Word directly, you can get very, very erratic and unpredictable results when you are done with your page and you publish it. So if you are copying anything from Word, I recommend that you then use, rather than like a Control V or a Command V if you're on a Mac, paste keyboard shortcut for pasting, use this paste from Word command. Otherwise you can really end up with a lot of headaches. We have an undo and a redo functions. This button will add a link, so if you are going to create a URL from a web page or want to create a URL to a web page rather, you'd use that button. This next one with the little mountains is pretty common. That's to insert a image. Clicking this will open up a dialog window that will allow you to browse to an image on your computer. This next one is a math editor that allows you to input math functions. Probably not going to have that in an announcement, but this toolbar is the same throughout eCollege. So that's really the reason I'm going through all of this. ABC with a check, that's a spell checker. It says Ajax spell checker, but that's just the type of spell checker that it is. So it's just a regular old spell checker for you. This next one, insert symbols in special characters. You can insert a date, you can insert your time, and then you can also insert a table. So that is the toolbar in a nutshell. Okay, so we've got our subject, new announcement, and I'm going to type in, this is a new class, please check the calendar. Okay, just something nice and simple. I can go ahead and if I would like, I can click the preview link, which just lets me see it. Really, there's not a whole lot to this one. It dims out the toolbar and we can see what it looks like. Okay, I'll go back and click on design again. And now I'll go ahead and I'll click the add announcement button. Now you'll see on in a lot of these pages, there'll be a set of buttons for either completing a function that you're trying to do or canceling out of that function. And they're going to be towards the top and they're also going to be towards the bottom. So I'm going to go ahead and add this announcement. And I have something wrong with the date. Oh, I have display date set down here. So you can say when you want it to start and when you want it to end. And for some reason or other, mine has October 25th and March 10th of 2050. So let's go ahead and click the little calendar and pick a date. And today is the 25th, so I'm going to put the 25th. And I'll pick an end date of the 30th, just for the heck of it. And we'll add my announcement again. And it's done. And you can actually see, even I'm in author mode, but now it says new announcement. I submitted it and the dates that it's going to be available. I can edit the announcement or I can go ahead and delete it. So if I want to take a really quick look at what the students are going to see, I'll go ahead and just click back over on the course tab. And now we can see that under announcements, new announcement. Now it only says new announcement because I named it new announcement. I probably should have picked a better title. But a student can click on it and says this is a new class, please check the calendar. Now, of course, if I was a student that had just logged in, I would see under my what's new section, also there would be new announcements listed here. Plus then I would also see it up top. So now if I want to delete that announcement, I don't know that you would, but if you, in case you published one incorrectly, you go back into author mode. And I have the new announcement title right here. All I would do is go down to the right hand side and I would click delete. And it's going to warn me if I want to delete my announcement. Click delete, otherwise click cancel. And I am actually going to click cancel because I would like it to remain there. Okay, and that's how to add an announcement to your course shell.